Hi, my name's Alisha Nelson and I'm going to read you my short story called The Magic of a Good Book. Little did I know what would happen when I opened the book that no one else has ever opened before. I knew I shouldn't have opened it. I shouldn't have even taken it off the shelf, but I couldn't resist. It was as if the book was calling to me from its hiding place on the top shelf of the library. I had to climb up the shelves to reach it, and when I did, I found an antique book covered in thick dust. No one must have read it for years. I left the library as quick as a flash and headed straight for my reading den, which is a place I love to hide in to read all my books. I snuggled into the cushions, turned on the fairy lights, and opened the book. Crack! The sound struck the air like lightning, and I was helpless to stop myself from being pulled inside the book. It all happened so fast. The next thing I knew, I was flying through another dimension, just like Alice when she fell down the rabbit hole. Characters from my favourite books flew past me. The big FG waved as he passed. Willy Wonka counted the chocolate coins, and the treehouse crew were building another story. I was desperate for my journey to end here, but it kept going towards darkness. As it got darker, the characters began to change and the villains appeared. Lord Voldemort crept out the shadows. The wolf who ate Little Red Riding hid behind a tree, and Cruella de Vil was snatching puppies to make another court. I passed all of those wicked characters and kept going into the darkness. What could be worse than Cruella de Vil? But it wasn't who I had to worry about. It was what. What could be worse than a villain from a story? I had just found out a world without stories. All around me was darkness and never-ending darkness, filled with sadness. There were no lights, no flowers, no trees in anywhere. It was a world without colour. I tried to escape, but it was no use, as there was nothing or no one to help me, and it felt like the world was getting darker and darker. I tried to imagine all those wonderful characters I've met, the amazing places I've visited, and the friends I've met along the way from the hundreds of books that I've loved reading. Suddenly the darkness began to fade. Flowers sprung up in the corners, twinkling lights appeared like stars, and happiness surrounded me. Matilda wandered past with her head buried in a book. Peter Pan and Wendy flew over my head, and Goldilocks and the three bears shared a bowl of porridge. I closed the book and took it back to the library. This time I put it on the bottom shelf where people could reach it. Life is better with a good book.